Hey guys, Dr. Uhrmacher here. In this video, I am going to be talking about getting new patients from Google My Business. And I have other tutorials on this, but I wanted to go back through it because it seems like the more shiny objects that get out there, whether that's Facebook ads or YouTube ads or anything else out there, people kind of forget about something, and that is Google, and that is search. And that's what Google My Business is. So just to give you an idea, this is when you search for local terms. I'm in actually Tierra Verde, but St. Petersburg is the area that I'm in. When you search for local terms, you get this map area that shows up. And let me scroll down a little more, and it's got your 3-pack. And this is what people see first. So getting ranked in this, again, last statistics I saw, about 39% of the clicks go to the #1 ranked person in Google My Business. So you can get a lot of traffic from there. And again, this to me is a fantastic prospect because this is someone that basically already knows they want a chiropractor. You're not showing them another niche or anything else. And so all you have to do is get them to click on you, see your stuff, see that you are legit, that you have some good reviews, and they're going to choose you. All right, so it's a really good prospect. Now, I think, like I said, people see these other shiny objects and they just abandon this instead of adding things to their arsenal. They should be looking at Google My Business. They should be looking next at Google, basically organic. Even though this is organic, this is maps, this is organic. These are different rankings. And then so you should be doing both of those. You should also then be, if you have the budget for Facebook ads, for Twitter ads, for YouTube ads, for Google, all of those things, but they abandon something and go to the other thing instead of keeping it going and staying on top of it. So again, going to talk about Google My Business and looking here at the maps. So here's what happens. Like I said, I searched Chiropractor St. Petersburg, and I'm going to give you some resources too for this as well. The first thing that you're going to see is an ad. All right, again, that's pay-per-click. You're going to pay every time you get on it. We're looking to get you into this spot here with these strategies. So when I search Chiropractor St. Petersburg, here's kind of in a nutshell what Google does. You put it in, here's Google. It goes out to all of these maps listings, and it says, okay, for starters, who has the category chiropractor? All right, this obviously goes a little quicker than what I'm going to explain. They have all this data, their algorithms, blah, blah, blah. They have it all in there. They look for chiropractor. Got it. You have it in there. They look for people that have a listing that is verified. Got it. And then they kind of bring all of those over. And then they look at ones that have 100% fulfilled listing. All right, so that means it's completely filled out. And I'll go into a listing and I'll show you. And then they look at ones that have photos of your office, your team, all of those things. It goes and it looks at your business hours, your website, all the things, again, to have an optimized listing in there. Once it has that, then, okay, so this is step one, that it's got all of these things. Now it goes out, because it finds your website and your address and phone number, and it goes out onto the web and says, all right, let's look for these other things. Are other places giving this website and business credibility as well? So do they find you on Yelp? Do they find you on Facebook? Do they find you on Twitter? All these other places. And again, the citation, the name, address, phone number on all these places, does that name, address, and phone number match exactly what is in your listing? Because that's what it's looking for. That's like a vote. It's like the backlink in the Google My Business world. So does it see all of those things? Does it match up in there? All right, then it sees your website and it says, well, how credible is this website? Does your website, again, let's say it's here. That's why it's important to optimize your website. Does it have backlinks coming in there? Does it have authority of its own? And do all of these other things show authority? And when it comes back, then it says, all right, got all those things. Now it's going to look and it's going to say, okay, how are your reviews in here? All right. If you got bad reviews, it really doesn't want to promote you to the top because that's their user experience. They really don't want to show. A lot of people see Google as a ranking thing. Google is just like everyone else. They want their user. Google is their website. They want the users that come here to have a really good experience. So if they show you garbage, you're not going to keep using Google. All right? So Google is worried about the content that they show for that very reason. They want to provide the highest quality, searched, returned, credible content to their users. So if they see someone with good, all of those other things are really good. They see good reviews. They look into the listing here and just more recently in the last couple of months, how much you're posting and the quality of content that you're posting in your listing. Then if all of that comes back and you rank, you show up based on their scoring, you have a better score than everyone else, you get the #1 spot. All right? And then you start getting clicks. And it's kind of one of those things too, that the longer you stay in this position and you keep making Google happy and your users are happy, you get to stay in that position. All right, so there's my drawings. So that's what you want to do. First thing you want to do, come in, claim and verify this listing on Google My Business. All right, you just go into, I think it's business.google.com. If you've never done that, they probably already created it for you. They did it years ago when they first came out with Google Maps. They created listings for all of you. So you can go in there, you can do a search, you can claim it, you can verify it. Sometimes they let you do it by phone. Otherwise, you're going to be doing it with a postcard. You'll get verified. Once you do, then you can come back in and do these other things as far as optimizing your listing. So we're going to jump into a listing. All right, so what you're going to be seeing is different things that you want to optimize. You're going to be looking at your phone number. Again, this is under the info right here, and I'll hit on that in a second, but this is kind of your dashboard that you see. Your office hours. You're going to drop your website in there. This is going to be, again, your name of your business. You want that. All of this is where you set it up originally. And everything else that's out there then needs to match this exactly. You're going to also have your address. Again, however you want it is exactly there. Down to the suite number, down to the periods, down to the abbreviations, whatever it is, it needs to be exactly the same. The name, the address, and the phone number all need to be 100% accurate with everything else. That's why it's called the NAP, the N-A-P, name, address, phone number. I like to copy and paste everything, same with the website, so that everything that Google, the way they see it in the address bar, the URL, that's what you want to put in here. And then again, you got your category as a chiropractor. So I'm going to click into the info here real quick. All right, so here's how you're going to see this. And again, you're going to get your name, your address, your category. This is where you can edit everything by hitting on these. Your office hours, you can put in multiple hours. Here's how it's going to look up on Google Search, and here's how it's going to look on Google Maps. It does give you an opportunity to put in any special hours, whether it's Christmas, anything like that. Again, your phone number exactly, website, an appointment URL if you have a scheduling. Sometimes you can also just come in here and put like your website / contact if you have a page on your website like that, and they can click there. Nothing as far as menu URL, those are obviously for restaurants and other stuff like that. And then you can add photos. So that's what I want to hit on next. So this is optimizing your listing. This is not rocket science. They used to let it, we'll say black hat. People would come in and really try and keyword stuff and do all kinds of other things, and it kind of muddied the waters. So don't try and do any trickery with Google. Do what Google wants you to do it well, and make them happy. Treat them like the king, queen of the search world, and they're going to take really good care of you. All right, so don't do any of the shiny object stuff of, oh, we can do this now, and it can push us to the rankings. Sometimes it takes a little time to get ranked. Let it take a little time to get ranked. Do it right and let Google move you to the top versus you trying to shove your way to the top, all right? Telling you, it's easier. It might cost you a little more money at the beginning, a little more energy, a little more time, but long term, man, you're going to be happy that you did, all right? So let's take a look over here at the photos, and we're going to go through one of the other things as well. All right, so now when you're looking at photos, you got some of these as far as this is the overview. You got stuff by owner. You got stuff that customers have done. Here's really what you want to focus on. For these, the interior, the exterior, the at work, the team, the identity is like your logo, stuff along those lines, your cover, your profile. But you want to get in here for your interior, your exterior, your work, and your team. Those are ones that you want to get in there. They ask for 3 of them. Now here's something else. When you get these photos that you're putting in there, you want to make sure you optimize the photo first. And you do that by naming the photo something to do with your keywords that you're trying to optimize for. And that doesn't mean keyword stuffing. It means using a variety of them. So let's say for one of your interior photos, you might put chiropractic waiting room, St. Petersburg. All right, that might be one of them. It's real easy. For exterior, one of yours, you might put the name of your office and then the chiropractic St. Petersburg. You might do that. And so you want to name all of those photos. Don't put image 1 or logo 1 or anything like that. Rename those images. Google sees everything when it comes to all the code, all the names, everything else. So you're going to have all these pieces of information, part of optimizing, that is showing and telling Google who you are and what you're about. All right, so you can do it that way. One of the other things, like I said, posts. This one here, just the last couple of months, is something they added in there. I'm going to click over there. All right, so this is really cool. Like I said, they just most recently added it in. It's stuff you can add in there. You can put up to 300 words, I think 100 to 300 words, something like that. You can put a photo, you can put a link in to learn more, you can tell them to contact you, all these cool little things. What you can do is you can see here too, this shows the analytics, the insights on it as far as number of people that are seeing it, is you can put this in there and it shows Google that you are active. Now, again, in a chiropractic space, once a week, as far as a post on here, you can use some hashtags in there. You can do all those different things. Let's look at one real quick. All right, so here is one of these that you're looking at as far as a post. And so you can see then use of hashtags. You can see here healthcare in St. Petersburg as far as using some keywords in it. What I like to do is the different blog posts that are done, take a little excerpt out of there and put it in here and use some of the hashtags and the keywords. And again, Google sees that you are active with your listing. All right, so that is basically what you're going to do to get ranked in Google My Business. Now again, I'm going to probably go through the website optimization as its own because it's got its own optimization, but that's going to be getting ranked into here. But you're also it's not a real linear process because in order to get into here, you have to worry about your website in here. So doing things in here helps you up here, all right? So it's not like you do one without thinking of the other. It's a group effort, but I want to keep them separate so that you don't get confused about on-page optimization here versus on-page optimization on your website, right? So again, resources are going to be somewhere on here. Take a look for them. Let me know if you have any questions. I will be going over here as well. This is brand new here in the last, I'm going to say week or two. I have not looked at it. Let me click on it. It says website. I got some feelers out to some of my crew as well that are well versed in this area to see, because it says create a free customizable website based on the information from your business listing. I can only see that this will be a benefit for the people that use it. I'm wondering if it's maybe something where they're, again, trying to get more users, but I'll probably have one set up here, go through it, and see what can be built, and I'll do another video on that. So again, take a look at any of the resources. If you got questions, let me know. If you need help with it, reach out to me with that as well. And let's keep up with this on a regular basis so that you're not just ditching it for the next shiny object. You're keeping the Google My Business, you're keeping the Google organic. Then you're also worrying about your other social media and also your pay-per-click. All right, talk to you soon.